So on the UWE Open day, the first job was to remove all of the engine ancillary covers, so the oil pickup cover, generator cover, and taking the sump off. We started by making sure the engine was secured in the jig. This took us a while because we didn't have the crane. Next, we started to remove the cam cover. This is what holds the cams in place above the valves. We rotated the crankshaft of the engine to make sure that the valve train was in time. This was unfortunately not the case and was something that had been done before we took possession of the engine. We then realised that we needed to completely strip the top half of the engine down and make sure no damage had been done to any of the valves and the pistons. Here you can see us removing the spark plugs and now the head bolts. But the head was off, we were able to clean all of the gasket sealant that was in place before. Once clean, we replaced the head and the gasket and with sealant and replaced all the head bolts, followed by the cams and the chain. Now the cam cover is placed back on and all the bolts tightened sequentially, making sure that both cams are in time with the top dead center of the crankshaft. New gasket paste was applied to the top of the head, the new gasket was applied, and then the cam cover was placed on top. We now started reassembling all of the ancillaries on the engine. On the left hand side you can see the clutch cover receiving a new gasket and sealant, whilst the right hand side is the tube leading to the thermostat. Now that the sump is removed, all of the internals at the bottom of the engine, such as the oil pickup and the return feed, were reinstalled, along with the new gasket, the sealant, and then finally the sump itself. Here you can see a replacement rear swing arm and rear wheel from a Yamaha R6 motorbike. This is fitted to our engine rig so that we can test the engine on our in-house rolling road dynamometer. Here you can see us tensioning the chain and making sure that the wheel is true within the swing arm. now we are installing the pivot arm that the swing arm rotates around on the engine rig.